What is going on, Rock fam? It's your boy Rock Soldier coming together with another YouTube video, another reaction. This time we'll be checking out another Josh A song, highly recommended from you guys. It's called "You're Not Alone" off of his latest album, I believe. Super excited to check this one out, guys. You guys keep telling me I'll learn a lot about him from this song. So I'm ready, man. I'm ready to learn more about Josh A. Real quick, guys, before we hop into the video, I would really like to thank and say that I appreciate every single one of you guys, and thank you guys so much for 500 subscribers here on the reaction channel. You guys are fucking awesome, man. I love you guys. Rock fam for life, guys. Let's get it. It's obviously like it must be Josh. He's drowning.
I feel so alone these days. Lost myself along this way. If it gets worse, then I might need change. Does anybody out there feel the same? I just want to go back to the world that I was living in. Back when I wasn't focused on the money or the dividends. Back when life was so simple, but right now I've been drowning. Yeah, my circle gets smaller with every comment.
So right now he's saying, he feels so alone nowadays, and later on he goes to ask, does anybody out there feel this way? Kind of reaching, he doesn't think anybody's feeling the same as he does. So he's having a hard time, probably feeling alone. And he said he lost his self along the way, and that if it keeps going this way, he's gonna need some change, and that he wants to go back to when life was simpler, when he was younger and didn't have to worry about the stress of what is living life. As you get older, handling your own stuff, and I think we all feel like that sometimes. I think we all want to go back to simpler times.
Back when life was so simple, but right now I've been drowning. Yeah, my circle gets smaller with every comma. Had to cut off some people, don't want the drama. All the snakes on my path and they're so dishonest. Try to give them a plate, but they're in my pockets. I don't want this. I don't want this life.
Snakes on my path, and I tried to give them a plate. Like I tried to let them eat with me, man. I let them try to be on the come up with me, man. But they're just so dishonest, man. And that they're just trying to be in his pockets. They're just all trying to get his money, man. Just a bunch of gold diggers.
Snakes on my path and they're so dishonest. Try to give them a plate, but they're in my pockets. I don't want this. I don't want this life. Sometimes I went off this ride. Sometimes I don't even want to try. Sometimes I'm searching for answers that I'll never get. Like, why was it so hard to try to exist? Why was it better when I was a kid? When I saw traumas, I tried to forget, man. I was 13 when I saw my mom get choked out. Called 911, then I broke down. Got too much pain, never.
Damn, bro. He said, man, I was 13 when I saw my mom get choked out. And that's got to be, like, a traumatizing experience for a 13-year-old man. Basically saying, he witnessed his mom being abused. And I gotta imagine that's some heavy baggage right there.
When I saw my mom get choked out, called 911, then I broke down. Got too much pain, never wrote down. Let it build till that breakdown. Backstage in London, hard to predict when the pain is coming. Push it all down till I can't stomach it. Can't run from it down till everything hurts. I don't wanna think that it might get worse, cause if it gets worse, I don't know what'll happen. I might end up hurting me till my pulse flattens. Until then I focus on all of my passions. I'm losing my way. Lost in
Says he tries to push it all down until he just can't handle it anymore, and ultimately that leads to a breakdown, and that he feels like he's just in this cycle of kind of like breaking down and kind of like picking up the pieces a little bit, and then ultimately just doing the same thing of just keep pushing it back down until it comes back up. And he says he doesn't know what'll happen if the cycle continues like this, and kind of goes back to what he said earlier, that he's gonna need change, but he feels like he's losing his way.
till my pulse flattens. Until then I focus on all of my passions. I'm losing my way. Lost in my mind now.
Okay, Josh. I love this chorus.
I'm not changing. Drowning in the deep end, voices calling. I can see them. I've been drowning in the deep end, voices calling. I can see them.
Man, I like that, man. That chorus is good. But he's just kind of admitting that he has issues. He recognizes that. But he kind of feels like he isn't changing them, or that like they're not going to change because he can't. And ultimately that the trauma is just going to be that he's not able to escape the trauma. basically, and it's gonna like kind of haunt and loom over him his whole life. And that course is something else.
Voices calling, I can see them. Anxiety ridden, that's how I've been living. Distract myself, that's why I've been driven. I don't wanna think about the things that make me weak. Down this rabbit hole till I can leave. Down until my brain feels obsolete. Wish I did and viewed the world so bleak. Always wear my issues on my sleeves like you think that you're on the right path till one thing goes wrong and your vision goes black. Your body goes numb and you think on the past. You think on your life and when things went bad. It follows no matter the place. Changing location just picks up the pace. Thought it'd be safe when I sold out of stage. That's when the demons caught up to the race. Grabbed me by the neck and they
the change locations just to pick up the pace. You know, I thought it'd be safe when I was able to sell out a stage, but that's ultimately when the demons come up. Basically, you know, basically saying that from the time you stop running or fighting off your demons is you know, they're right there. You know, they're immediately behind you right there. And he caught up, and he's basically saying, you know, he's changing locations just to pick up the pace. Kind of, he feels like, you know, he's trying to move away from the demons, but you know, feels like they just chase him faster and faster and harder and harder. Man.
pace. Thought it'd be safe when I sold out of stage. That's when the demons caught up to the race. Grabbed me by the neck and they point back down again. Seeing childhood traumas that I relived. I was half asleep at like 12 a.m. Sister's ex-boyfriend breaking in. He beat on my sister, I wanted to murder him, but I was too young to be hurting him. That's not rage any child should feel. That's not pain that ever does heal. Lost.
Wow. Sister's ex-boyfriend broke in, beat his sister up. Man, I just know, man, like if I ever saw some shit like that with my sister, I would feel the exact same way as Josh. Man, he's like, I wanted to murder him, but I was too young to be hurting him. Basically saying he must have been younger, and that his sister must be, you know, quite a few years older than him. And at the time, you know, just the age difference there and the body sizes just weren't there. And you know, probably not much he could, you know, physically do. And he goes on to say that's not a rage a child should feel, and like, you know, that's facts, man. You know, nobody, not even just a child, man, nobody should ever have to feel like that. And like I said, man, if I ever saw something like that with my sister, I would be livid and just absolutely on a rampage, you know. That's wow.
I was too young to be hurting him. That's not rage any child should feel. That's not pain that ever does heal. Lost and I'm losing my mental. I'm thinking this life is another cool riddle that I'll never solve. Dealing with issues that I can resolve. When things looking up, I just wait for the fall. Scared that it's holding me back. Wanna move on, but I'm chained to the past. Prison depression, I'm on the attack. That's why I've been stuck in this trap. Yeah.
Oh, he said when things looking up, I just wait for the fall. Scared that it's holding me back. Want to move on, but I'm chained to the past. The prison of depression, I'm on the attack, and that's why he's been stuck in this trap. Man, he said every time things are looking up, man, he's just waiting for them to go bad again. And he's scared that like that mindset is holding him back from being happy. You know, because you know ultimately he's gained that mindset from all, you know, probably from these traumatic experiences he's described here in this song with his mom and his sister, and probably more that we don't even know of. And that's just wild, man. Wild.
But I'm chained to the past. Prison depression, I'm on the attack. That's why I've been stuck in this trap. Yeah. Don't wanna complain, but I never wanna set foot on stage. Every time I do, I relive pain. Cause I got sad songs so ingrained. I relive all of my scars and how I got them. It's revealing me. Relive all the worst parts of my life and it's been killing me.
I don't want to complain, but I don't want to step foot on stage anymore, man, because every time I do, I just relive the pain of these songs that I've wrote. Because again, we talked about how, you know, for a lot of artists, you know, and especially Josh being one of them, that when artists are writing, man, it's a release. And you know, NF, you know, kind of reference NF, you know, he talks about writing being a therapy, and I would imagine that's the way it is for a lot of artists. You know, and you know, basically saying that he writes honest and true stories based off of stuff that he's actually experienced in his life, and that when he goes to perform these songs, that he's just reliving them, and ultimately it just brings up all the pain again. And then he goes on to say he relives all his scars and how he got them. It's revealing me, kind of saying like it's exposing me to his fans, but not only his fans but also his haters. So you know, at the same time, he's also giving them ammo while just trying to release how he feels in the best way he knows how, which would be writing these beautiful songs.
Relive all the worst parts of my life and it's been killing me. Lost in my mind now. I don't know, but my head hurts. I'm not getting better. I'm not changing.
It's such a sad song, but I love this chorus, man.
In the deep end, voices calling. I can see them. I've been drowning. In the deep end, voices calling. I can see them. Drowning. In the deep end, voices calling. I can see them. I've been drowning. In the deep end, voices calling. I can see them. Just let me down. Don't let me down. Show me. Just let me down. Don't let me down. Show me.
All right, so that was Josh A. You're Not Alone, man. You guys said I would learn about Josh quite a bit here, and I did. I did not know about a lot of those things, you know, specifically the events with his mom and his sister. And it does make you think and kind of understand where Josh comes from in a lot of his songs, and his point of views, and you know why he feels the way he does a lot of the time. And you know, I think we all feel like that sometimes. You know, we're just kind of stuck in a cycle, or we get to a point where like, you know, things are bad, and all, you know, when things do start to get better, we kind of just wait for it to all go bad. You know, I think we all do get to that point, man. And you know, I would, if I could give any advice, man, it would just be to keep your head up. You know, keep your head up, man. Be productive. Take it day at a time. You know, because you know things will get better. You know, I feel for Josh, man. I did learn a lot, man. Awesome song, man. As you guys can tell, I love the chorus. And I appreciate you guys recommending this one to me, guys. You guys are always recommending me great Josh A songs, man. So I appreciate it. You guys are awesome for that. Thank you once again for 500 subscribers, guys. And thank you for checking out this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, hit that sub button, hit that bell to know when we're dropping the next one. And that's all I got for you guys for now. It's your boy Rock Soldier. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Have an even better day tomorrow. Talk to you guys in the next one. All right, guys. Peace.